Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2015, and you are listening to the GameKraft GameKast on thegameraccess.com. I'm your host, Bronson Fiore, joined by the ever-ecstatic Ray Johannesson.
How's it going, everyone?
We have drinks. We have Tiki Punch. Nothing says delicious like mediocre off-brand not sodas.
What just happened?
I was referring to Tiki Punch.
Oh, okay. Tiki Punch is always a weird soda for me. It's not quite Hawaiian Punch.
It's not even close to as good.
Yeah, it's not even close to it, but it's supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's like you have no idea what, like, the person who made this drink just tried to imagine what a Hawaiian Punch tasted like and failed miserably.
He took a guess. He's like, hey, have you tried this yet? No, but let's recreate it. But you need to know what it tastes like. No, I don't.
It tastes like fruit punch.
It's fruit punch, right?
Yeah, like...
I mean, Kool-Aid has 70 different versions of cherry.
Which... And the fact that it's carbonated is so weird.
Fruit punch?
Like Tiki Punch. Like,
yeah.
Hawaiian Punch isn't carbonated.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's so weird to me that, like, Tiki Punch comes in a can and...
It's the bubbles that feel weird.
Yeah, like, you expect it to be, like, a smoother drink, and then you get the carbonation. Like, I don't know. Sodas.
Well, I'm diabetic, so I don't drink them often. This one in particular is kind of bad. Oh, well. It's cheat day.
Yeah. We doubled up this week, sadly, because of Game of the Year, depression / anger / hatred.
All the angst.
Yeah, like, just no one left that room happy.
Well,
almost no one.
Yeah, there's always one winner.
The winner is you, the listener.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody on staff wins, but the listener wins.
To be fair, like, all 10 games on that list are really good.
Yeah.
Like it's just that when you get down to making a top 10 list, you have to, like...
A little bit of bloodlust, a little bit of cheating and denial. And
like, you have to... Well, not cheating, no, but you, like, need to pick apart these games that are otherwise, like, fucking great.
Flawless.
Yeah, like
to a normal person, this is a 10 out of 10 game. To us, though,
like, we
spot the flaws.
Like, we need to... you need to dissect those games. Like, you know... This is out a week before the list, so we can't dissect the list yet, but...
We're not allowed to be ghost facers yet.
Yeah, but like we can dissect the list some other time. I will say that I like our number one pick. Like, it's just.
I'll say I like our top two. I can say that.
The whole list was good. Anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah, before we say something stupid.
We've missed the past 2 weeks of recording. You were sick for one, and then I was busy for another. No. Yeah, you were sick for one. And then I think you got called into work the next week.
Yeah.
So,
and you didn't want to record on your own.
Yeah, sadly, I am not a one-man band. And I'm just doing a video one with you, like Sock Puppet Ray.
That'd be pretty great. Just the entire time. It's Tuesday, January something. I'm your host, Bronson Fiore, joined by Sock Puppet Ray. How's it going, Ray?
Going pretty good, guys.
That'd be the saddest, creepiest podcast ever. Bronson Sock Puppet Hour. It's Bronson and his two only friends.
Oh, God.
We're funny.
So, one thing that happened the past 2 weeks is PSX happened.
Yeah, no one wants to hear about that. Let's move on.
Everyone wants to hear about that.
Everyone wants, yeah.
Couch
co-op is back.
There's so much about that thing that was just weird. Like, let's talk about it. They opened it up with Uncharted.
Yep, that preview.
The fact that there are going to be dialogue trees.
And your brother is back.
Well, that's been known since E3. He was in the E3 trailer.
That's right, he was. I forgot about that. But yeah, the dialogue tree system, it's just like, what happened while I was gone? Well...
boom, boom,
El
boom.
Dorado. Shintamani Stone.
Aram of the Pillars.
Yeah, Aram of the Pillars. So, you found... Oh, it's unbelievable. I know, it's pretty crazy. No, it's unbelievable that you didn't make any money. How can I pay off my student loans if you don't have any money?
But yeah, that looked interesting. The game looks beautiful. Like, it looks just gorgeous.
There's so... Like, that beta made me pretty hyped for it.
Like that. Like I don't even care. Like the multiplayer was fun.
I don't
but,
care
like,
about like multiplayer in Uncharted like at all. But just the fact of playing it was just like, this is exciting.
Yeah, like
It made me feel like the new one was almost here, and I was like, I like this feeling.
3 more
'Cause
months.
I can't fight this
feeling anymore. Yeah. Okay.
And why don't we just talk about the real thing everyone's interested in is Star Wars? I know
We'll get to that. That's
there's
part
a Battlefront game.
There's Star Wars news in there.
Okay.
But the next thing that Anthony, like this entire press conference, this was the thing that I was most personally excited for. Yakuza 5 out Tuesday. Ah!
That's not even that exciting.
It's exciting for Anthony and I. No one else.
No. What's exciting is Ni no Kuni 2, The Right for King.
We're going in order.
That was in order.
No, that was last. That's what they finished with.
I know, but I'm hyped for it.
Okay,
That was first to me. That came before Uncharted to me.
You're out of your mind. Like Ni no Kuni, like
Is the best PlayStation game ever made.
no,
Yes.
no. It
I'm
is
sorry, Bloodborne, my love, but it is.
like Ni no Kuni is a great game. Like I would say out of just PlayStation RPGs, it'd probably make like the bottom of the top 10.
What would make top?
Okay, games that are ahead of it: Final Fantasy VII, like Persona 3, Persona 4.
Personas aren't that good
Yeah,
compared to Ni no Kuni.
yeah, the better.
No.
Persona 4
The
is...
comedy is horrible.
The comedy's
The
great.
The battles are boring.
The battles in Ni no Kuni were boring.
The soundtrack sucks.
Now you're just lying. You were just lying. You are just lying now to make a point.
The artwork is terrible. The characters are unrelatable. The puns are bad. They're barely like you could barely keep up with them. They're catatonic.
You hurt me.
See that? I used both.
Yeah, 5 coming. Like let's see, Final Fantasy 7 and 10, Persona 3 and 4, Chrono Cross. Let's see. And I'm just doing JRPGs. I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like once you dive into Western shit, you start to add like Skyrim and fucking Oblivion and Mass Effect 2. But let's see, what else was a JRPG? Goddamn, PlayStation had so many JRPGs. Yeah, I'd put it like number 6 from what I've seen. Actually, no, 7. Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, I don't care if I have to do this on my own. Like, there will be a Ni no Kuni 2 something at some point. Even if it's just like an hour of me just being like,
Ni no, like we'll obviously do a quick look of it. 6-minute access. And I like the first one was number 5 on the Game of the Year list that year that it came out. And it came out in a really strong year. Like that. That's always the shitty thing when a really amazing game comes out during the middle of like a super strong year. And you're like, well, that sucks. You're not gonna get nearly enough credit.
Like what was released during the Wonderful 101 when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Yeah,
that is the worst release date on the planet. Yeah,
like you decide we're gonna go head to head with Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, I like your balls to the wall attitude, but. Like, you got smushed like a bug on a windshield of GTA's car.
That game did really poorly. Granted, it does have a dedicated fan base, but still. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Back to
the original topic. Then they showed Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
They showed...
I've heard a lot of good and bad about that. Like, personally, I don't care if it's episodic. I'd prefer each episodic part to be as beautiful and great as it could be rather than smushing it all into one game.
I would rather just have them release one game all at once. Because, like, the only people who know how to do episodic games really are Telltale. But no, like, I looked at them just like people complain about the combat system not being turn-based, and I'm like, well...
I've played Kingdom Hearts all my life. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I was fine with either, as long as it was good.
Yeah, like it's good turn-based or good free roam.
It looks so...
I'm fine with it.
It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Like, that game's visuals are insane. Like, they are absolutely nuts. what's going on in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh no, it's insane. Like, you saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the comparison, like the side-by-side?
Yeah, well, that's just comedic.
I know, it's really comedic, but it's just like, wow, we came from this.
Yeah, that's... Like, and it being episodic is one of those things where I'm like, I kind of know what they're going to do already. Like, I kind of have a general idea of what they're going to do.
Really? What are they going to do?
And it's going to be... Final Fantasy VII came on 3 discs.
Yep.
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 3 episodes.
Like, that's what I was thinking it was going to be. That's why I didn't really mind. I was like, I played this originally on 3 separate discs. Besides the fact that in 40 hours, I'm going to have to change the disc. I don't really care.
The problem with it, though, is, like, you got to experience that whole thing at once, even if you had to change discs. Versus now you're going to get to play up to Aerith dying, Cloud drowning her, you murderous bastard. Like, up to... And then, like... Because that's when disc 1 ends. Aerith dies.
Yeah.
So, like, if that's where the episode ends, you're going to have to wait an undetermined amount of time, and knowing a Square Enix... It'll be like 2 years between episodes.
See, now if they release, like, what I want them to do is just release all the, like, episodes at once. It's gonna bug the crap out of me if it's, like, episode 1 released, episode 2 released.
That's what they're gonna do, though. That's what
I know, but it's gonna be, like, 2020 before. That's how they're gonna do the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, is release the 3rd episode on it.
So they're gonna release an episode next year, and then they're gonna release an episode at the beginning of the 20th anniversary, and one at the end?
Yep.
Okay. As for what I want, like, I feel like this is becoming some horrible monkey's paw wish. Like, you always wanted a Final Fantasy VII remake. It's
you wanted that Final Fantasy VII remake.
Like, it's...
And then, like, the monkey's paw disappears, and it's, like, episodic.
Yeah, it's just, like, episodic, not turn-based. Like... kind of a different art style, like...
Mr. T isn't in it.
Mr. T is in it.
Is he in it?
Yeah, Barrett's in it.
He wasn't voicing Barrett this time.
Well, he didn't, like...
Barrett's in it, but Mr. T's not voicing him.
Well, he was only voicing Advent Children anyway, which no one fucking watched that movie.
I watched that movie. I like that
So
movie.
that was one of the first Blu-rays I wanted to watch, just because it was, like, it's very pretty. And it was like, okay, I want to test out this new HD set in Blu-ray. Like, that was one of the first movies I went and watched on Blu-ray, because it was just that big, like, whoa moment. Like,
it was a big Waluigi?
Wow.
It was a big wow moment.
No. That movie has really good action scenes and music, just its plot is awful and hard to follow. What?
Bull. Call baloney.
On Advent Children?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
I said it had great parts. Like, it's just...
Oh, that's great.
Okay. All right, you know what? What is the plot of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children?
I haven't seen it in years. Just remember it was a great movie. I can't tell you anything.
I've noticed something about, like, you and Final Fantasy games.
What?
You just want them to be pretty.
Not true.
Like, pretty and...
Like, half of 13 was horrible, but half of it I loved.
Like...
7, half of it was horrible. Half of it I loved.
Oh, Final
10, all of it was pretty mediocre.
I liked all
10
of 10.
too. Same. Ditto.
Actually, I liked
10,
all of 10.
10 was just like, I'm gonna be Titus following this group around. Or I'm gonna be Titus. I'm gonna run into this Jamaican guy that plays with volleyballs and fights demons with them. Can we talk about that for a second? How Waka's weapon of choice was a soccer ball.
Yeah, like, it's really...
That he didn't even, like, super kick or throw. Like, he didn't, like, super kick it, charge throw it. He was just like, Waka! And just threw the ball.
Yeah.
And it, like, hit them in the face just right to hurt them.
Yeah, like,
Where these other people are, like, dropping massive meteorites and spears through them. He hits them with a ball and it does, like, triple damage.
Like,
and I'm just like
Auron has a sword the size of his body. Titus has, like, a jagged, serrated edge sword. Fucking Kamari has a lance.
Spear, yeah. And for some reason, their attacks do less than the volleyball to the face on certain enemies.
Yeah, like...
I was just like, game, I love you, but you're the stupidest thing ever. Like, you're the dumbest thing ever.
Waka is a very, like...
Plus, Blitzball made me cry.
Blitzball makes everyone cry.
You get that one goal, hide behind the net.
Yep, that's what you need to do. the AI can't handle it. Other than my big problem.
I beat them once though, fairly. It was like 3-2. I was so hyped. I was just like, I never want to play this again. And I didn't. That was the last time I played Final Fantasy.
The shitty part about that is like if you play Blitzball and get to the end, you get hella good rewards for it too.
Do you?
Yeah, you get hella good shit.
If you beat that first round?
No, if you beat all of Blitzball.
Like if you become the king of Blitzball?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like that game has a lot of really cool secrets. Like the dodge 100 lightning bolts one.
That one
was
You have to turn off the sound and just wait for flashes on your TV.
Like you have to turn off sound and like pause in the middle just so you can get a break. So you otherwise you'll F it up.
I couldn't. If I stopped, I'd be shaky going back into it.
For me, it mellows me out. But Final Fantasy IX was awesome. But yeah, they showed Final Fantasy VII, which that was.
Did you play 6?
Yeah, 6 is probably the best one.
6 had the best story, like out of anyone. I'll give it that.
Like that opera scene, homie.
But for some reason, that game, I just didn't like the gameplay up to that. It was just
it's the same as all the others.
No, it just felt worse.
It's literally turn-based combat, 16-bit. Like
it didn't feel that good to me.
I don't know. All right, so this is the first Street Fighter V character to not be leaked. And it is Fang from Street Fighter V, this magical wizard man.
He gives you 2 minutes. What I liked is the guy who was talking about this was so enthusiastic about this. Mm-hmm. Like, he went up there and talked about Street Fighter V for like 10 minutes. Well, you remember his opening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so hyped about it.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Adult Swim Games... who actually has been producing some really good games recently.
Like what?
Like, they made a 2D version of Dark Souls that's awesome.
What?
Yeah. I forgot what it's called. Assault and Sanctuary. We did an interview for it at E3. It's for the Vita and PS4.
Oh.
Yeah, it's basically 2D Dark Souls. So they announced that their iOS game Zodiac, it's an RPG, very much in the vein of the NIS RPGs, is coming to the Vita and the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is Brutal, which is a like gauntlet style 4-player thing that they announced.
Yeah,
it looked cool. I like the art, like all those silhouettes with the color. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, there's gonna be a baseball game next year.
No one cares.
I care.
No one likes baseball.
Plenty of people like baseball.
Everyone likes football.
That's true. Then they announced the new game Golem.
Golem looks fun.
Yeah, which it looks like a pretty good, solid game. They talked about PlayStation VR, including the modern zombie tax company. This game made me consider like buying a VR headset when it came out. 100-foot robot golf.
Yeah, like they talked about that. I was like, that seems so dumb. I need to play it.
Yeah, they talked about Ace Combat 7. They're doing a Psychonaut spinoff in the Rhombus of Ruin. Rock Band VR. All those are stuff coming to PlayStation VR. Then they announced for Destiny the Taken King, Sparrow Racing League.
That looks so dumb,
dude. But like everyone ddid that already. Like,
no, like,
and it's cool that that's actually a game mode that you get like loot for and money.
No, it's not my thing.
Let's see.
It reminds me of Star Wars Racing. You remember that?
That game was dope.
It was so stupid.
The game was awesome.
It was so dumb.
It was so good.
None of that game was good.
You just don't like racing games.
I love Need for Speed.
It's not.
And Forza.
Really?
Yeah, with the rain aspect, that's super
cool.
That
was cool. You'd probably like PGR4 because it had the rain thing.
I was not a fan of Project Cars.
No, Project Gotham.
Oh, Project Gotham. I've never heard of that one, really.
The fourth one had a rain effect. So, there is a MOBA coming to PlayStation and PC soon by Epic Games. And it is called Paragon. It is a shooter MOBA combo.
I'm good if it's a shooter MOBA.
So, Smite with guns.
I was about to say, it's just going to be Smite with guns.
They announced Battleborn is coming out first for PlayStation 4 with a beta.
The Raging Penguin was so cute.
With Raging Penguin Destroyer Toby.
I'm gonna ruin your day. Toby's gonna get you.
Dead Star is coming to PS4. Death's Gambit is coming also. So one of the classic LucasArts adventure games was Full Throttle. It's coming to Vita and PS4. Day of the Tentacle, same thing. Guns Up is on PS4 and available today for free.
Yep.
Ni no Kuni 2, as we discussed.
What's that game?
You hurt me.
No, I just want to hear you talk about it more.
Ni no Kuni 2, they showed a brief trailer. It looks really interesting.
It looks like the rat you fought in the first one took over the kingdom. I'm just throwing that out there.
I believe.
Come on, you played the first one. You know that's true.
I will say in the PSXO I Love You podcast, they brought up something that I kind of agree with. No Drippy, no sale.
You're right.
If they don't have Drippy, fuck you, no sale.
Mr. Drippy made the first game so great.
I reviewed the first game. I gave it it was either a 9 or a 9.5. I was very high on it
because you were just like, Drippy is great.
This whole game is great. Ratchet and Clank for PS4.
That game looked. That trailer though, I was just like, I remember playing the very first one because it's disco.
Yeah.
Disco fight ability.
Yeah, that's been in all of them since the Tools of Destruction.
I know. I like the disco tool.
The Groovatron.
Groovatron, that's what it's called.
So it's like I'm a fan that I'm big on I like the fact that they're rebooting it, so they don't have to continue the mythos of all those characters, even though it's going to be a bummer to see some of them gone. One of my favorites. Did you play the PS3 ones?
Yeah. Up Your Arsenal,
Tools of Destruction.
Oh, okay, just Tools.
Because I loved the pirate crew from that one.
Oh yeah, I remember
Salty
that.
Pete.
Pete.
They were funny. They were really funny. So Rez is coming to.
They must have been the 3.14%.
God damn it! Pirates, ha! I love that joke. Rez is coming to PlayStation VR. Final Fantasy Remake. The original Final Fantasy VII is out on PS4.
Is it?
Yes, they put it out.
No. They did.
They did. We looked at it in the store.
That's not a thing.
That is a thing, and you get trophies now, so... Yeah, we'll 100% it for a Let's Play. It's fucking hate life.
Ultimate forced enjoyment.
Let's see. PlayStation Plus... PlayStation Now 12-month subscriptions are $100.
Really?
Yeah, so if
That's right. They made that deal.
Then there's the Modern Zombie Taxi Co. And then King of Fighters 15. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break before going into all the other news that came out during this fun time period. All right, everyone, we had a little bit of a quick break there. Continuing the PSX chat. PSX had, there were a couple of things that made me happy from PSX before we close that off. One, I'm glad they're still supporting the Vita. It's a great handheld.
You're still not going to convince me to buy one just by glaring at me.
Why not buy one?
Because it's $200, and that video card is $400.
It's okay. Fine. I'm saying in the future, first off, it's $150.
Plus, I love dungeon crawlers, but if I have to play them every day forever,
you don't.
I think I'm okay.
There are a bunch of other games on it though. The thing is, it's more of a like I said though. The advantage for you is you wouldn't have to take your PS4 to work.
I could just there's that home play option.
Yeah,
so that. But at the same time, I use it for Netflix. I don't play games at work.
You can play Netflix. You want the Netflix? The Vita has Netflix.
But I don't have to hold. I hold the PSP. If I want to do that, I'd watch it on the phone.
Yeah.
My screen is the size of a PSP screen.
No, it's not. The Vita screen is way bigger.
Is it?
It is significant. The Vita screen is bigger than my phone screen.
You have a tiny phone though.
Your phone fits inside my phone.
Exactly, but we both have tiny phones.
Okay, but still, it's still a bigger, that screen is the only screens that are bigger are, the giant phones, like the S Plus.
Those are pretty big screens.
Which, that
Yeah, but I don't like holding my thing, that's the problem. I'd have to hold it the entire 8 hours.
Just set it in your lap.
Then I have to sit up.
What do you do at work?
Lay down, watch TV.
Just lie down then, like that.
Then I fall asleep.
You fall asleep at work anyway.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
That is a false statement.
And then if you're lying down already, so like, how do you not fall asleep when lying down then?
I keep my neck crooked up so I can watch the TV.
My God, you are.
I found the system.
That would never keep me up. I'd fall asleep.
Because you're lazy.
Oh, I'm lazy.
Yeah, Mister, I only do 365.
Oh, I only do 365?
Yeah, only.
Put up 4 plate, then come talk to me.
Plate 25, 10's close enough.
Put up 4 plate, then come talk to me. Everyone, we've started lifting again.
They could feel the testosterone through the screen. It's okay.
I forgot to talk about this one. Yakuza 0.
I was wondering why you didn't bring that up. I thought you were saving it for the end.
No, I forgot about it with Yakuza 5. So Yakuza 0, it is finally coming to the States sometime next year. It is a PS4 exclusive.
It's going to be a great prequel.
And it is a prequel to the Yakuza games. It's before the back tattoos are colored in.
They're just there.
And it stars...
Is he a real man now, boss?
God, why do you bring that up? It's so heartbreaking every time. What was the point?
Point?
No, it was the character... So it stars Kazuma, the main character of all the one.
Yeah.
And then it's the really crazy
brother?
guy. No, that crazy-ass guy. The guy that you fight in the beginning of 3.
Majima?
Yeah.
The guy on the rooftop?
Yeah, the guy on the rooftop with
he doesn't want to get involved.
That has an eye patch. Yeah.
I love him.
Does
it show how he gets his eye messed up?
Maybe. We'll find out.
That'd be super exciting.
Oh my God. No, but he was always one of my favorite characters. Like, he helps you out big time in 3 and 4. Especially 4.
Especially 4. 4, he brings an army.
Oh, God. Just so... Like, I love the Yakuza games. They're horribly, horribly underrated.
They're not that underrated.
Dude, Yakuza 4 sold 15,000 copies in America.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Would you want $15,000?
Let's put it this way. By the sale, compare that to the sales of, even the Wonderful 101, which did slightly over 100,000 and didn't sell great. 15,000 is a joke. That's why they didn't put 5 out on disc in the States.
Really?
It's digital only.
Wait, 5 is digital only?
Yep. You can only download it, and it's a 26 gig download.
It's huge.
Well, it's 4 cities with 4 protagonists.
I still don't like that. I don't like split stories.
The thing is, they all link
Do they
up.
alternate? Hold on. You've been playing a bit of it. Do they alternate to the point where it's just you play as one person, and then you switch to this guy, then you go back to him, then you go switch to this guy? Or is it you play his story, and then you play his story?
The way I've noticed it is you play through their story each.
Okay.
And then they all link up, though, if it's paced right, that other way doesn't bother me. So if I end up going back to one of the other ones, I'll let you know. I know that 4 just does it straight. It's this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, all of them.
Yeah.
So
that's what I enjoy. I don't like splitting the story. It confuses me because if I stop and come back to it, I'll be lost.
The thing is, they do it because they link them together, though. So
I don't know. That's gonna be one thing that might kill it for me. I might just skip straight to 0 and just be not even worth my time.
Yeah, but then that's splitting between 2 guys.
But that's 2 compared to 4.
I don't see an issue.
You have to think. I have to play a lot of games.
We all do.
Yeah, I also work a lot, so putting 10 hours into a game
you can play at work. We can both play most games at work. I can't because...
I fall asleep at most games at work. Heavy-based stories, the ones I have to actually pay attention to, if I focus when I'm at work, it puts me to bed.
That's weird. That's really weird.
If I focus super hard on something, I usually sleep unless it's something important.
That's why
if I have a review or something to get done, I can focus on it because it's important and get it done. If it's just I want to play this game.
That's the
I can dip. I am just dipping my Oreos in nacho cheese and I fall asleep.
That's my. I'm actually the opposite. At work, if I don't want to fall asleep on grave shift, I need something to focus on.
Will you give it your full focus or just half focus?
Either. I need to focus on something. Otherwise, I'll just be I'm bored.
Like you do all the time.
Rarely, but
all the time.
Rarely.
Last time we were at Egg Roll King, you passed out.
That is a lie, and you know it.
You fell asleep right in your Moo Guy pan.
Yeah, I drowned in a bowl of soup. I'm really a ghost right now.
Yeah. Check out my conjuration skills. Plus 10.
Oh, God.
You came back to host the podcast, but you didn't want me to mess it up.
They're bringing out Don't Starve Together for PS4.
That game looks so weird.
Did you play the first one?
I played bits and pieces of it. It's just so... I couldn't get into it.
Tori and Steph really like those games, the Don't Starve games.
That's because they're weird, let's be honest. Like, if you two are listening to this, like I know you are, you two are weird.
I played the first one, and I liked it. I just didn't think it was, incredible, but I had fun with it.
Like, how?
It's just a survival game.
I know, but, I got to, day, 7 and died. Every time.
I don't know why that is.
I don't know. My person was just bad at living. I heard, what was Steph's? She got to, day, 698.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could make it that far. Yeah. I thought, day 200, the game was you're a master of survival. And then it restarted.
You just need to start fires and find food, and, it's all randomly generated. It's a definition of a roguelike, basically. It's a FTL Rogue Legacy thing like that.
See, I played Rogue Legacy. That game was great. It gave you so many options where you could be a giant barbarian, a sneaky tiny ninja, a midget lynchman.
It was really funny. It's just you have dwarfism.
Yeah, you have color blindness, so you can't see colors.
Giantism, it had all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, nearsighted, so the dungeon looked weird.
Yeah, farsighted, so it looked farther away.
I found that I don't like a lot. The thing that I realized playing Rogue Legacy and FTL and Don't Starve is I'm just not a fan of roguelikes.
I'm not, except for Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy and FTL are the ones I enjoyed the most.
I beat Rogue Legacy in a single sitting, 17 hours. I didn't even move. I was just I don't know why. I just can't eat. I'm just addicted.
My favorite was FTL, but that's because it was Oregon Trail in space.
What?
Yeah, have you heard of this game?
No.
Oh, okay, so
you got dysentery from an alien probe and died?
No. Okay, so it plays like Oregon Trail, but it's in space. You get a spaceship, you upgrade it, and you need to get to the end of the galaxy.
I still say we need to do a Let's Play of Oregon Trail.
Only if we can name our crew after staff.
Well, that's what we'd have to do.
Because that's what I do in FTL, and I remember one time Anthony got shot out the airlock. And died. And I was like, "Aw."
John is cleaning the airlock when it accidentally opens.
Oh, John burned to death once.
Anything happened to me?
You got killed by pirates one time.
Awesome.
I've been murdered a couple times by pirates.
That explains my love for pirate rock.
Tori's been killed a couple times. Everyone will die.
Well, of course, everyone dies. No one lives.
It's just different ways. You want a really, really awesome game. It's actually on the phone, too. FTL, Faster Than Light. And its soundtrack is hella relaxing.
I don't want to play a relaxing game.
I said its soundtrack is relaxing.
Yes, but most of those kind of games are super relaxing.
I don't think so. In the case of
the Oregon Trail, it literally is just move to location. This happens, move to location. This happens, move to location. This guy died.
Yeah, FTL is different because it has combat scenarios that you need to manage and stuff like that. I'll show you the game after the podcast or sometime down the road. It is a very good game, if anything.
Well, that's good. Always worth trying new games. You never know what you're gonna like.
Yeah, so that was PSX. That was weird.
PSX was a fun event, all the indie.
That we weren't there for.
I know.
Cosmic Star Heroine's still coming out, though.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that Penny Arcade.
No, it was by the developers who made it, yeah. And he also made Cthulhu Saves the World.
That's a game?
That's an awesome game. It's for the PC and, I think, the phone.
Neat.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Cthulhu Saves the World.
Chester Cheeto, gotcha.
God damn it. So, no surprise, Star Wars The Force Awakens has a record-breaking opening weekend. It has made movie history by setting a new record opening high with a domestic debut of $238 million. Disney also confirmed that J.J. Abrams' space epic made a whopping $279 million during its 5-day international debut, bringing the current global total to $517 million. Let's see. What else? The studio shares numbers on other record-breaking achievements. It has the biggest Thursday preview gross of all time at $57 million. Additionally, The Force Awakens shattered the record for a December debut, nearly tripling the prior leader's $84.6 million. Unsurprisingly, the film performed incredibly well at IMAX. The Force Awakens allowed Disney to reclaim the title of biggest opening weekend from Jurassic World, who had stolen it from The Avengers.
Damn.
This
Not
is
surprised.
no, like, look, Star Wars is universally beloved. Like, there are some things in pop culture that are, like, universal.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I'm honestly surprised that, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks, that it came out the same day as it has made over $1 million.
Okay, so to compare this, the 10 movies before it...
Start at number 10.
Yeah. Dejaro Mastani at 1.7 million. Dill Whale at 1.9. In the Heart of the Sea, 3.5. Krampus, 3.8.
I saw that.
The Good Dinosaur, 4.2.
Didn't see that.
Creed at 5.1. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2,
Need to see that.
5.7. Sisters, 13.4. And this had to be from everyone trolling on the internet. Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, 14.4 million. So the combined total of the bottom 9 do not make about a little over an eighth of what's going on with Star Wars.
Yeah. You have to think, though, Star Wars, like, every theater was sold out of Star Wars tickets 2 months before the release.
Yeah.
And then they got more tickets, and that sold out in minutes.
Oh, no, the whole reason I didn't go see it early before our showing was because, like, I hate packed movie theaters. They're the worst. There's a reason I was like, let's go on a Tuesday afternoon.
Like, a week after Christmas.
Like, a week after Christmas. Like, Tuesday afternoon... a week after Christmas, like, let's do this, because, like, I don't want to deal with those crowds. Because I went to the last Star Wars movie that came out when it was in theaters, Revenge of the Sith, when I was 15, packed, completely wall to wall packed, and that's after the 2 prequel movies bombed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you excited to see Star Wars?
I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I'm a pretty big nerd. I enjoy Star Wars. Like, I enjoyed the last time I saw it, I believe. I was just really little. I haven't seen it since then. And the new movie has me, from what everyone's saying, curious.
From everything that I've been reading about it, it's like, I've been reading the spoiler-free reviews, is like, most people are encouraging you to watch the original trilogy before going to see this. Mm-hmm. So 4, 5, and 6. That's what I've been reading up on, because it does a lot of callbacks to those films.
I still feel like that's the wrong order you need to watch it in. You need to go 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
I agree, because one, it makes the prequel seem less bad.
2, it tells Vader's tale better.
Yeah, because, like, you see 4 and 5.
Damn, we old Obi.
Damn, we old Obi. But no, you get, like, because especially if the person's never seen those movies, or they saw it like you did when you were little. Like, you get the context, like, you get the Empire is this big thing, and then you get the Empire Strikes Back, and Vader, I am your father, and, like, and then you get all the backstory on Vader with 1, 2, and 3, and then it goes ahead to where we are in the present, where, like, you get Vader's redemption in 6. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that is the ideal way to watch those movies. I really wish 2 was not an god-awful movie.
Like, at this rate, Star Wars is going to be the most grossed movie in history ever, though.
I'm curious what the highest grossing movies of all time are.
I used to know this off the top of my head, so I was curious.
I knew what number 1 is. It's Avatar.
Yeah, like, Avatar is the biggest grossing movie ever. I'm pretty sure it still is.
It is. Alright, so number 1, and this is in the domestic box office. It's $760 million for Avatar. These are all adjusted for. These are not adjusted for inflation, by the way. So just
these also aren't current.
When is this posted?
I don't know, but it's not up there, and it beat Jurassic World. But that's actually just opening weekend.
Yeah, that's opening weekend. This is total collective.
Yeah, but it said it already made 500,000.
Yeah, that's worldwide though. Domestically, it made like a little over 300.
That's right.
So, and this obviously isn't updated because if it would, it'd be somewhere around The Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
But in the domestic box office, so to beat it domestically, just in the States, it needs to get $761 million. I think you can do it.
Honestly, it's going to be in theaters probably till the end of January. If any movie has a shot, currently it's it. Have you seen Avatar? Of course. Multiple times.
Like, that movie, I like it a lot, but I don't get why, like, the general public love it so much.
Really?
Like, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was, like, unbelievably amazing. What are you looking for?
I was just looking at the top 100 to see what the bottom was. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Is the 100th... Above it is the second Jurassic Park.
That's funny.
I
was just kind of looking for movies that made me just, like, curious on how.
You remember this list is not, like, adjusted for inflation, though. Like, that's one thing we do need to remember.
Yeah.
Because if you adjust for inflation, like, Gone with the Wind is, like, number 2.
Yeah.
But no, did you notice that Avatar was Pocahontas in space?
Yeah, essentially.
Like,
going off to that far off planet.
So this
met the girl.
I'm gonna run this by you why Avatar plays with so many people and why it did so well with the public, I think. So it's Pocahontas and all that and Gone with the Wind, either one of those, but without all like the tropes or the racism and just all the plot. I don't know, like I thought Titanic, like,
to be fair, there was a little bit of racism in
Avatar.
You can't, like, the whole thing was we need to exterminate this race so we can have that trees.
Yeah, but you don't have like the cultural knowledge of like, oh, this is a real thing that happened, like Pocahontas and Gone with the Wind.
That, to be fair, what you're actually saying, like, about Avatar reminds me of one of my favorite stupid internet jokes right now.
What?
What's Donald Trump's favorite movie? Avatar.
Okay, so I'm going to run through the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time.
Alrighty.
Minions.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
Minions was horrible. I can't back Minions.
Alright, Iron Man 3. Alright, I liked it. I enjoyed it enough. Frozen.
I feel like Iron Man 3 should be something else. Like, the main reason that's up there is it's a Marvel.
Well, I would say the same thing about the second Avengers.
The second Avengers did better than the first.
No, it didn't. That's first, that's the second.
Oh, wow, I thought it did... Oh, yeah, it did slightly worse, that's right.
Frozen. Okay. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Popular...
The world went fucking psycho for Olaf.
It was a good movie. I thought there were better Disney movies.
I think the world just needs to let it go.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yep.
I actually have some beef with that movie, just because when it came out, it was a year into college. And everybody I knew went to see it. They're like, oh, this is our childhood ending. And I'm like, the books ended like 5 years ago. This story is over. Your childhood's been dead for 5 years, if that's how you want to measure it. I thought Toy Story was Toy Story 3 is actually number 16, which is one of my favorites. But I thought Harry Potter's Deathly Hallows Part 2 was a solid flick. The Avengers Age of Ultron.
No surprise.
Yeah, good movie. I actually finally got around to watching it over the past one of my grave shifts.
It's good.
Furious 7.
That's basically for Paul Walker.
Yeah, like that did that well because of Paul Walker. Let's be real. The Avengers. Yeah, great film. I like it better than Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. They do the story well. The characters are likable. Like, Jurassic World. I loved every part of it except the ending. This badass, awesome dinosaur that's been kicking ass and this like ultimate threat goes out like a bitch. And I was so freaking disappointed. Number 2, Titanic. Very arty flick. Like
Titanic?
Yeah, like
it's
really.
Because someone got painted like a French girl.
It's because you got to see that chick naked? Is that why? Like all the women actually wanted...
I'm getting a call from Bremen.
All the women actually wanted to see it?
Yeah, he said naked girl. No, she's not here. Never. Oh, bye. He hung up.
Oh, okay. All the women actually wanted to see it, and maybe some men, but then they got men to go see it by saying this celebrity is going to be naked.
Naked. They're like boobs. That was the whole trailer. It was just the Titanic for the, like, it was like, now ladies.
Just with tits on it?
No, just like, now just ladies.
The ship has tits on it?
Yes. The Titanic.
I like Titanic. I thought it was a good flick. I think that it has
I still
problems.
don't know what everyone was doing in my wildest.
Oh, Greg.
I've got you, Jack.
And then Avatar. Looking at this list, I find a couple things to be impressive.
I like how he brought up a top 10 for movies right now.
Yeah, I actually find a couple things about this top 100 list impressive. One, that the original Jurassic Park is at 19, and that's not adjusted for inflation. So that would be way higher in today money.
Yeah.
Same goes with Phantom Menace. Let's see, what else? Now, what are some movies that just don't deserve to be on here?
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I like that movie. I don't think it's that good. Ice Age, Continental Drift.
Shrek the Third.
Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Anything
Indiana
Transformers.
Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. Twilight.
Shrek Forever After needs to go. Guardians of the Galaxy needs to be much higher.
Let's see.
Up.
Can we also point out that Star Wars: A New Hope came out in 1977 is number 57? That's insane. Like, once again, like, that made $460 million domestically in 1977. That's like $1 billion now.
That's like $1 billion.
That might be $1 billion now. Like, that might actually be true.
That might double.
Yeah, because, like, back then the minimum wage was like $4, $5.
Like $5.60 was a good paying job.
Yeah, so that Madagascar 3 and Monsters University, like
all of the Twilights.
Yeah, all
Forrest Gump.
That movie absolutely deserves to be on there. It's great.
Oh no, it's a great movie. I'm just laughing at it. Oh wow, Big Hero 6 didn't make it as high as I thought it would.
Hey, it still made it.
Same with Thor: The Dark World.
I didn't think that movie was that good. To
be fair, I didn't think Hancock was that good, but it's on here.
That's
The Passion of Christ.
Okay. That was a bad movie. Man of Steel is on here. Like, the back half of this list has some, like, really good movies that you would hope would be higher and some really legitimately awful movies. But, yeah, so... Top half, though...
The top half is pretty good.
Like, that top 50, like, with the exception of those Ice Age movies, it's mostly solid flicks. But yeah, so Star Wars. I'm excited to see it. I talked about this on Bronson's Soapbox. What would you want from a new Star Wars game?
A new Star Wars game?
Like, would you want a sequel to something? Would you want them to add on to something?
Like, I played Battlefront 2. Like, I liked those games. I thought they were cool. I thought the fact that you can storm the beaches with Chewbacca's armed with crossbows, the most fun thing ever. And if you built up your super, you either was Jedi or a Sith. And on those maps where you could fight against other people.
Like
Jedi.
The Sith on Jedi fights?
Yeah, like you'd see, like, look up on, like, a building in that... Oh, God, what's the town called?
I know the planet. I know it's the Cantina town, but the planet is...
But on there, like, you'd look up and you'd see, like, Tentacle Head fighting Darth Maul. And you'd be like, that's the sickest thing ever!
So, I recently... we're going to be looking into doing a... Ray and I streaming Star Wars: The Old Republic.
No.
It's free to play.
You can't have a good free to play game. I've talked with John.
Are we still salty about yesterday?
Everyone's salty about yesterday. I saw the group chat.
Oh god.
No one's happy.
Nobody wins.
Happy. Jeff Gersman looking out for you.
It's just like, but that would be fun. None of it's fun.
What do you mean?
Oh,
we really are that.
Yeah.
Like, during that entire Rock Band stream today, like, every time, like, Ray ate some weird bean dip from the gas station. Or it was like, Dennis ate weird bean dip, Ray. Dennis feels sick from the weird bean dip. He regrets that, Ray. Dennis has suggested we sleep at this guy's house because he seemed safe, got lice, Ray.
To be fair, half of those decisions I'd probably be with you. Other ones, no. Yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of the Old Republic because we can stream it from our own houses.
Yeah.
I've been looking for a couple games to do that.
Portal
2 would be another good one. And I played it, I'm just like, I would like to see a better Star Wars MMO. Because they made World of Warcraft with dialogue trees and Star Wars. It's fun though. I've been having fun with my Jedi tank.
Jedi tank.
Yeah, it still plays in the MMO tropes of healer, DPS, tank. So that was cool. An RPG in general would be cool. Another Knights Old Republic. I also I told you about this game, right? Republic Commando.
Yeah.
The Ghost Recon, but with, the clone troopers.
Yeah.
See, I want that, and I want the end of the game to be Order 66, where you off the Jedis.
Oh, God.
That would be the sickest thing, right?
No.
It's just flashbacking to different, clone troopers, and you're just gunning down Jedis to end the game. Not the Padawan scene, though. That's
what I thought you meant.
No.
You're in a nursery and you're just coughing little baby children.
No. I'm talking about, because if you watch that scene, it shows, the Jedis are in the droid army still fighting stuff. They're fighting against the droids. And, the stormtroopers just straight up gun them down while fighting the droid army.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that.
That was still messed up.
Yeah, but,
it worked.
Yeah,
I don't get how with foresight they didn't see that coming, but okay.
Well, so the clone troopers, Palpatine issued the clone troopers, and he was the head senator, but no one knew he was evil.
Mm-hmm.
Mace Windu had kind of an eye on him, but other than that, when he had the clone troopers made, they based them off Jango Fett.
Yeah. And
they also imprinted in them that, hey, if you hear this phrase, execute Order 66,
murder.
Start Jedi. Murdering motherfucking Jedis.
Spare no one.
Yeah. And out of that, 6 Jedi ended up living. Mm. If you follow, the extended universe stuff.
Yeah, how many died? Hundreds?
Hundreds. There were hundreds of Jedi. And, the ones left were, obviously Anakin, because he turned to the dark side. Obi-Wan, Yoda, God, who was it? Anakin's Padawan, I believe, made it out. Mm. And, 2 others. And then one of those 2 others would get off later.
Yeah, pretty quick later.
Yeah, and then if you, they're very iffy on what's considered canon in Star Wars now, because Disney, said, only some of the games and the cartoon is canon now, and the movies. Everything else gone. Books, which the books were awful outside of a couple of exceptions, so that was fine.
To be fair, there was a couple exceptions that people, flipped out over.
Yeah, that book that tells, the history of the Sith was awesome. Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
They're that's bull. That doesn't happen.
It's that kind of bums me out, actually. That one was cool. But yeah, so you get, God, what was it? So yeah, you get, if you count the Force Unleashed, I thought the lead Jedi in that was kind of neat. Vader's secret apprentice, who ends up, giving the rebels the plan for the Death Star.
Yeah.
So, Star Wars. It's popular. It has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Darth Maul's still the best. And moving on.
That's the note we're ending on for Star Wars.
Darth Maul is the best.
No.
That's the note I chose to end it on.
He gets killed by a guy who's barely a Jedi Knight.
I didn't say he went out in a good way.
So why is he a good character to you? I'm curious, because I know, have you seen...
I enjoy his backstory.
Okay, so you have seen the, extended universe stuff.
I enjoy his backstory. It's really interesting. It's sad. You see why he did it for revenge. You see why.
Yeah.
But just, I love the fact of a dual lightsaber. I just love the weirdness of it. It's just so off-based. The new lightsaber where it's a hilt, that is the stupidest thing ever.
Actually,
you're going to cut your hand off.
You know what? That's really practical, because if Anakin had one, he wouldn't need robot arms now.
Yes, but at the same time, he would literally cut off his hand if he slips.
Yeah, but like that's a lightsaber in general, just on my fingers.
Yes, but if you grab it too high, if his hand goes up at all.
No, they have metal guards there for that. Like if you look at it, like right there, if your hand goes up, there's metal.
I thought it was just like coming out the side. Like if your hand went too high, you lost a finger. I was like, that's the most inconvenient thing ever.
It's actually fucking ingenious.
No, that's really cool. Like that's a side dagger.
It's a side dagger and it's a claymore. It's a lightsaber claymore.
Yeah.
It is. I really enjoyed, like, as far as best Star Wars characters, I always enjoyed Obi-Wan. I always enjoyed Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
No, that's Akbar.
That's right, that's General Akbar.
Let's see, I always enjoyed Qui-Gon because he was a Jedi, but he was very morally flexible.
He's like, I definitely side with the light, but I like hookers.
But, like, I definitely side with the light, but we need to get off this planet and get a part for our spaceship, so I'm going to Jedi mind trick the fuck out of you to get this job done. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, I liked Qui-Gon, I liked Mace Windu because it's Samuel Jackson.
Because he's purple lightsaber and he kills Django.
Yeah, like, as someone who always...
That's how he got ahead in acting.
That was awesome. Jango Fett, like, I always thought the Fetts were super overrated characters.
Yeah, like, they're cool.
They look cool.
Yeah, they look cool. They can take a Jedi in a one-on-one fight. They can hang. But when you fight with a rocket launcher...
A laser machine gun, a
jetpack, and a rocket launcher, you're kind of a match for anyone.
And not only that, but, like, they always die like bitches. Mm-hmm. Like, fucking Boba Fett into the Sarlacc pit.
He never died in there, though.
Oh. Boba fanboys.
Because all the Boba fanboys say there's no proof of it.
Like...
So it can't be true.
Like, if you just watch Empire, Boba Fett seems like the biggest badass in the universe. Mm-hmm. But then you watch Return of the Jedi, and it's just like, wow, Boba Fett's a bitch. And then Jango Fett's only in the worst Star Wars movie. And, like, he's cool. Like, he hangs, like, he fights Obi-Wan and hangs, and, like, but then he gets beheaded by Mace Windu.
Well, to be fair, it's Samuel Jackson.
You can't have Samuel L. Jackson lose.
Yeah. You can push him out a window.
That was I defend Episode 3. I like Episode 3. That is the one part of that movie I don't defend.
The fact that that's how they get rid of him, they push him out a window, essentially.
They fucking kick him out, the old man, like, Anakin wants to spare him, like, Palpatine, because Mace Windu beat Palpatine. Mm-hmm. Like, he had, like, fucking Palpatine killed everyone else in that room except Mace Windu. Mace Windu was about to off him, Anakin stopped him, and then realizing what was going, like, that he was saved, fucking Palpatine lightning his ass out the window, and I'm like, really?
Like, that's the biggest load.
That's bull. Especially because Mace Windu also was one of the only Force users to be able to use his powers from the dark side. And
like
still
he could use lightning, right?
Yeah, he could use all that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, he was in tune with both. Mace Windu was a badass.
That was one thing, like, I never understood how he got hit by that, and it just, like, he didn't, like, counter or anything. Like, he just took it.
Yeah. I think he was caught off guard, that too. But yeah, that was one of my problems with that movie. Like, it was the acting from some of the actors was and that scene pissed me off so bad. But, like, the rest of that ending, from, like, the execution of Order 66 to the fight between Yoda and Palpatine to the Anakin Obi-Wan fight, like, the entire end of that movie is spectacular. Like, it's like 30 minutes of awesome.
You're just enjoying every little bit of it?
Yeah, I saw that movie in theaters. It's the only Star Wars I actually have on DVD.
Huh.
Granted, that's because I found it super cheap, but, like, all the others, I just have digital copies. Mm. I've been wanting to buy that Blu-ray box set, but it's always super expensive because
it's like $100.
Yeah, because Star Wars.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that's like $15 a movie, like $17 a movie.
Yeah,
that's not too bad when you think about it.
Yeah,
because but when you think of the combo together, you're just like, okay.
But you're like, one of these movies is bad.
Like,
really bad.
I don't count this one as a movie.
I count
this is a cup holder.
This is an obligation if you're watching through the series. Is what it is. Phantom Menace is okay. Like, it's not particularly good, but it's not bad. Then there's the other four are great.
Yeah.
They're awesome films. Like and Empire Strikes Back is one of the best science fiction movies ever made, ever. And it's so iconic. Everyone knows it. Like, everyone knows that line. Luke, I am your father. Everyone knows that. Just like how everyone knows Vader's theme music. Dun, 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 dun. That's more popular than any other song in Star Wars.
Yeah, to be fair, you don't think of the Star Wars opening when you think of Star Wars. Like, when you think of Star Wars popping on the screen and, like, scrolling up, what's the sound you think of? Dun, 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 dun. Like, that's what my brain goes to first. I don't think of the...
I think
loud noise.
I think one of the problems with the prequels was they didn't have a villain nearly as good as Vader.
Yeah.
Because, like, Maul was cool, Dooku sucked, Palpatine was fine. But, like...
Palpatine was not fine.
Like, he was like, at least sneaky and conniving.
I was like, I never saw him really as, like... He reminded me of, like, a villain's assistant that would secretly murder people... that pissed him off, and he wouldn't tell the big boss.
He rigged the whole Senate for himself and shit. Like, he was very sneaky and conniving. But
he reminded me of Randall from Recess.
But I rewatched A New Hope. I watched A New Hope, the first one, over the past week, and, like, in that first film, in the first 10 minutes, Vader chokes someone to death. Not force choke, just with his hand, murders him. And, like, that sets the tone for who the fuck Darth Vader is for the rest of that original trilogy. Darth Vader is someone you do not fuck with. Because he will end you.
Force.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even need the Force to end you. To be fair, nice bonfire.
Like that.
Roasting marshmallows over. Do you know I vape?
Oh god. But no, like, or that scene where like his high-ranking general is like, "Oh, I thought the Force was just a myth." Da 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 da. He Force chokes them,
but he doesn't kill them.
And he doesn't kill them. And he's like, "I find your lack of faith disturbing."
And then just drops him. He's like,
yeah, it's just like Darth Vader is so fucking cool. Like
I feel like he was the next Mace Windu. Like, he was the closest thing to it. Because he hated everyone and he was just, like, pure dark side. But there's a little bit to comedy with him. Like, he's just like, I won't kill you for the sake of killing you. There's a reason.
Well, like, Darth Vader, deep down, was always really good. That was his, like, redemption at the end. It's like, he turned to the dark side because of, like, fear of losing someone he loved.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Star Wars...
We saw how that worked out.
Yeah. He accidentally killed her.
But I have incest.
Yeah, like, and this is why Star Wars is so great. Is like,
fair, he had a great family.
Yeah, like,
his brother and his daughter and son were very close.
That they didn't know. That was accidental. Like that.
How would you feel if that was a case? You just start washing everything.
Just no. Forever unclean!
Like, could you imagine that? Just be like, yeah, like, would you mind coming to me, like, family Christmas? Like, I'm actually going to this one for years. I haven't gone in years. Sure. You show up, Grandpa? Mom? Like, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm his daughter. Cousin? Ah! Just run off to the bathroom. What are you doing? Clean! I can't get clean! Just sitting in the sink, just washed, like having it fill up over you. Just like, what are you doing? The clean won't come.
This whole conversation makes me just want to watch these movies now, though.
No.
Like, we're watching them this next week.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
I don't have time. I work a lot.
You have the entire week off. So? You literally have the entire week off. I can probably get a day off in the middle of the week sometime.
So.
And we can literally just be like, all right, it's payday on the 23rd. Here, like, Let's fucking... Actually, you know what? Better yet, we'll do it Saturday because we don't have a 60-minute access next week either. So it's like, all right.
Wait, isn't Saturday the day after Christmas, though?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
Doing what?
Work. Actually, work then.
Okay, well, you know what? Fine. We'll do it on Christmas Eve while you get off work.
I work Christmas Eve.
Okay, fine, we'll do it on payday.
I was going to say, Christmas Eve is the first day I work back.
We'll do it on payday. We'll get a fucking giant-ass bucket of popcorn.
Like, we'll go to the movie theater down the road, buy a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, I'm liking this idea. Fuck yeah. Go buy 2 big-ass buckets from the movie theater down the road.
Get a group of people.
Yeah, just buy 2 of those, go to the dollar store down the road, get some candy, and just gun through 4 Star Wars movies.
Oh my god, just start at 10 a.m.
Yeah! I'm gonna call people about this. Alright, yeah.
I just thought you were about to turn off the podcast, go bye everybody!
But I'm gonna start after this.
It's a good thing there's one more piece of news.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we should probably move on.
We've been oh wow, we got 1 hour and 20 minutes. Good yes. Show.
It's been a good show.
So Nintendo had a little vote on the Wii U and 3DS Miiverse about what are the best games of the year according to Nintendo fans. So number 1 that the Miiverse voted on was Splatoon.
Really?
No surprise there from that because 1/10 of Wii U owners own that game.
1/10?
Yes.
To be fair, the Wii U only has 20 games. So that's not a very big statistic.
Still, that is an incredible attach rate. It is.
There's no Smash.
Well, yeah, Smash is
Smash is a household game.
Well, let's find out. Now, this doesn't include digital copies or bundles, but let's see what they have here. All right, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. Oh, goddamn it, not game rankings. Whoops.
Pretty good at a 92.39, though.
Yeah, it's almost as good as Undertale.
Yeah. You should check that out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Great story.
Yep, hilarious. Sam's puns for days.
How much does this weigh? A skeleton?
So they combined the 3DS and Wii U sales, so we don't know.
Yeah, that's probably why it wasn't a list or on there.
Yeah, so they combined the sales of those two. Okay, well, but still, Splatoon, great game. I think it lacked content, but I think they keep putting free stuff out for it.
I find your lack of stuff disturbing.
They keep putting free stuff out for it, though.
That's the only reason Splatoon's honestly doing as good as it does, is because we can't afford to charge for DLC because we're not that good.
Mario Maker.
We broke a world record in Mario, so we know Mario's good.
Some might call that the best game of the year, or their favorite game of the year.
Some might call it low in theirs, though.
God.
Bronson, I can't believe you. You're so salty. You're like Bayonetta.
We're both... Everyone is salty right now. Doing this podcast after this... in hindsight, we probably should have recorded this yesterday morning. Goddamn. And then third was Xenoblade Chronicles X, which we know nothing about because
I've still never played the first one.
Just skip to the new one.
That's what I figured. I haven't heard it's a sequel or a prequel. I heard it's just a new one.
It's just it's like Final Fantasy. Each one's a new one.
Oh, cool. I hope it's 13. The best Final Fantasy.
All right,
let that sink in, Bronson. Final Fantasy 13 is the best Final Fantasy. Let that thought sink into your pretty little Santa head.
No one on the staff would agree with you.
I don't need
the majority of the internet doesn't agree with you.
I don't need their opinions.
The majority of humanity doesn't agree with you.
Don't need their opinions.
The creator probably might agree. The creator of the game probably doesn't even agree with you.
He agrees with me. Bob agrees with me.
But yeah, Xenoblade, from everything I've read, is really good. It's a good game.
From what I've heard from people, they're fanboying over it pretty hard.
By the way, for those of you who ask, what about it in Game of the Year awards for us? We go November to November. So if it comes out in December, it gets pushed to next year.
Yep. I feel like there should be a separate award for, December Game of the Year.
Best game in December.
Yeah. Just so at least it gets some kind of recognition.
So, Xbox did this thing that's called the Year in Review. Which, what it is they look at the stats from your 360 online and your Xbox One online, and they give you a bunch of fun statistics.
Like what kind of statistics?
Like that I spent 794 hours gaming on Xbox Live this year.
This is why you have no friends. That's a lot of time.
That is, I did the math. That is 33 days.
Damn.
Though I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't think I spent that much time on my Xbox. But then I realized it does the 360 and the Xbox One.
Oh, so it counts all the time.
It counts all my mom's time on it too. So
okay, that makes much more sense. Then I was just like, maybe if you minus that by like 400.
Like I would say, yeah, like I think I spent 400 hours on Xbox. Like you and I played a bunch of Halo, and then I played a bunch of Halo 5, and then the new KI came out, the new Tomb Raider came out. Like
Metal Gear.
I played that on PlayStation.
That's right.
But yeah, like I played a lot of games on Xbox.
You've also been on since 2004, apparently.
Yeah, I've had an account on Xbox Live since 2004. On average, my friends spent 1,281 hours on Xbox Live.
Damn.
Friends are fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Andy's gonna listen to this. Like Andy Difflow, he's my Xbox fanboy friend.
Uh-huh.
On Brian, Canadian Brian.
Yeah.
You know him. They are gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, fuck you. On average, the community spent 368 hours gaming on Xbox Live.
What counts as the community?
Like just the total of Xbox Live. People who have accounts.
Okay. Wow. Your nerds are 4 times nerdier than the rest of Xbox.
Your gaming hours place you in the top 10% of all Xbox players. Your gamer score since January is 2,620. Like 1/4 of that. Like over half of that is just Halo games.
Really?
Yeah. Most active day was 10/22. What day?
Halo.
That was the first day we streamed Halo.
That was the first day we streamed Halo.
Oh, and then the next day I got horrible news.
Yep.
How does that work out? I'm in the top 5% for gamer score, which that's weird to me. Like, that's really weird. Like, you think a lot of people, like...
2,620 isn't that high.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Like, I had, 10,000 on mine.
Like, well, that's for the year, since January.
Oh, okay, so in 1 year you've earned that much?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm...
That's even
Your
still...
most played game, what's that one?
Halo, the Master Chief Collection.
No duh.
Yeah. Well, because we were playing it, nightly, and then, Let's see. In your most played game, you earned the Taste Test achievement. I've unlocked 196 achievements this year.
Nice.
The community unlocked, on average, 69 achievements.
Thank you, community, for doing that. Thank you.
On average, your friends unlocked 202 achievements. I'm in the top 5% in achievements. You've unlocked the following valuable achievements. Your achievements went up by 8%. Let's see. My valuable achievement unlocked. The Price of the Truth. That's beat Tomb Raider. Your most played games with gold title. The Walking Dead Season 1. They didn't...
Go you.
I don't have friends to play IDARB with.
What's IDARB?
It's like that Towerfall sports game
That's
Aaron
right.
made us play. Yeah. It's super fun, but I need 3 other people with Xbox controllers. That's no one.
I have an Xbox controller.
Alright, that's you. We got
I
John.
have a system.
We got John. Well, I just need you at my house. It's a local co-op.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got 4 people. We'll do IDARB sometime. Let's see. On average, your friends' achievements 8%, the community 9%. You have played 1% of our top games. I think that would be higher.
I don't, because you played it all on PlayStation.
But I played Tomb Raider, I played Forza, I played Halo 5.
Maybe 2%.
I don't know, that's weird.
You've spent 31 hours on Halo's 5 Guardians.
And 19 of that was in 1 week.
And on average, 32 hours was what your friends spent. That's fine.
So on average, the community spent 10 in Halo, 27 in Forza for my friends, 23 for the community. That makes sense. Those games, I remember when I was really hard into Gran Turismo and Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise is the phrase that Aaron and I started. That's the game that made us think of the term beard game.
Beard game?
Yes, because by the time you're done with it, you'll have a beard from not shaving.
Gotcha.
The community spent 29 hours. Really? Wow. Okay. I spent 2 hours on Gears.
Ultimate Edition, yeah.
I spent 6 on Tomb Raider. I thought that game was longer than that.
That was a quick game for you.
On average, I spent 32 hours on Tomb Raider. The community spent 11. My hardest achievements in Tomb Raider: Price of the Truth, and that's the hardest one I have. I don't have any of the hard ones. Do they have that for Halo? No, that's a bummer.
Halo wasn't as popular with Tomb Raider.
Now, just imagine what your 2016 will look like. We can't wait to see all the new accomplishments.
800 hours of Xbox.
Depends on how Scalebound turns out.
God, I'm gonna be making that's gonna be the thing to push me to buy the system. You mean I get a dragon, and my dragon can make friends with my friends' dragons, and we can have 4 dragons fighting?
All right, so we're getting towards the end here. I decided to put this at the end of the podcast for today because of PSX.
Is it my news?
What's your news?
Rocket League.
Oh yeah, Rocket League is getting hockey DLC.
It's getting effing hockey. My Canadian brethren. I'm super psyched for
I actually am excited for it. It does seem cool. I wonder if the puck will have different physics.
The puck turns sideways. It can go on its side. You can go pencil thin. You can hit it to where it rolls.
That's cool. I'm
kind of down for that. The puck can hit the side and just slide in front of the goal wide, and you're just right in.
I'm super down for that.
I've already put 48 hours into Rocket League. I'm not afraid to put more.
Rocket League, yeah. Rocket League was definitely one of the better games of the year. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a pretty easy platinum from what I've been reading. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we've been playing games over the past 2 weeks.
You mean Heroes?
By video games, I mean Heroes of the Storm. Other than Heroes, though, because we talked MOBAs to death, what you been playing?
What have I been playing? Let's see. I played a little Bloodborne to get back in it for Game of the Year because I wanted to try out at least a couple of the games. I felt like I should play my Game of the Year. My Game of the Year was Bloodborne. I feel like I should have played that. That's no secret to anyone, though. I've talked that game up for months. But besides that, I played a little of... I've started Undertale. Mm-hmm. I started that. It's okay so far.
How far are you?
Not far at all. Maybe minute or two.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I've literally started the game.
Okay, I was gonna say. So you haven't got to Goat Mom yet?
No, I haven't got to the pie giving Goat Mom. Yeah. From what I've heard.
Who John and I accidentally murdered.
You didn't hit spare a billion times.
We're sorry, Goat Mom.
We didn't beat it. We love you.
I like Tori's reaction though. You killed Goat Mom. We're sorry.
Yeah, besides that, I haven't really been playing. I played a little... I play Rocket League every now and then because I'm bored. I played Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon and burned it with fire. That game needs to be crucified. If you're listening to this and you were part of that design team, hang yourself off a freeway.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can achieve salvation. And I love those games. I love Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon to death. The only Pokemon that are better, in my opinion, are Shadow Pokemon games. Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
So, Pokemon, and is there anything else? You started Tales from the Borderlands, right?
No.
What?
No.
You didn't start it?
No, I bought it, though.
You started it? It's so good.
I've seen you play it. It looks kind of mediocre.
It's
hilarious. You scoop out eyeballs, you see hands and crotches talking like a sock puppet.
How did
Loaderbot gives you a thumbs up occasionally. I mean, that seems boring.
You're a bad person. You hate joy.
I know, that's why I'm playing Walking Dead.
Seriously, so you haven't started Tales yet?
No.
I finished it over the 2 weeks, over the past 2 weeks. It ended up being one of my favorite games of the year. One way to make me like your game is to be funny, because there's not enough really funny games out there.
Mm-hmm. Until Dawn was funny.
I meant intentionally funny.
Sorry, I got distracted by Christmas lights outside. Someone has a string of them, looks like a tree and a cow.
You are like a human cat. I feel like I could, just put a laser pointer,
It'll get my attention.
Yeah.
Not even joking. If I'm spacing out, just watch TV and I see something like a laser pointer on the wall, I'll look up. There's a reason I swat your hat when I get bored.
But
what about you?
Like I said, I put Times and Tales with the Borderlands, and it ended up being one of my favorite games of the year. It's one of the best ways to win me over with a game is for it to be funny and not fall flat. Because a lot of games will attempt humor.
Not dry humor.
Like, a lot of games will attempt humor and fail miserably. That game attempts humor and is hilarious. And they make fun of you for, like, if you've played those games before.
Telltale,
like, if you're used to playing those point-and-click adventure games, they make fun of you for things that you will do playing those.
Like, one you'd enjoy then is probably Minecraft Story Mode.
I don't think so,
No,
but...
You'd probably really enjoy it. There's a lot of puns.
One of my favorite moments...
Kay would enjoy it.
I'm
the
sure.
Zombies look like birthday salsa.
One of my... God damn it. One of my favorites was in Tales from the Borderlands. The joke that I really loved is like in the Telltale games, like you've seen The Walking Dead, it's like so and so will remember that.
Yeah.
Like it was such a small thing, but it made me laugh. It's just like so and so will try and forget that.
Yeah, it was that. This isn't spoiling. It's that scene where certain one of the characters puts his invisible hand right through one of the characters' crotch and starts talking. Like the character's looking down and staring at it while he's talking, and the other person who doesn't see this is just like,
why are you staring at my junk?
Your fly is down. No, it's not. So and so will try and forget this ever happened and fail.
Yeah, like it's and like the twist in episode 5 is incredible. Like, it's absolutely incredible.
The twist?
There's a twist in episode 5 that is spectacular.
I doubt it.
No, it is.
Most click like games like that never have a good sale point.
You've never finished one. You've never played through one.
I've played Minecraft Story Mode.
That's the only one. Have you finished it at least?
No.
Okay.
I just played the preview.
You hurt me.
I can't afford games right now.
Yeah, with that new video card, I agree. But
I was gonna say I can't afford to buy new games, Bronson.
But I'm just saying, like
once I can, I'm probably gonna start buying everything on the PC.
That's with a 980. That's a good call.
Mainly because I have a controller that can hook up to my system. I can just be like, Xbox.
Yeah, just plug it in. You're good to go. Almost like the only game that released this year that I played on the PC is that. The only game I played on PC that didn't have controller support, or at least it didn't recognize my Xbox controller, was Undertale.
That's because it's 16-bit.
It's 16-bit, and it was made by one guy.
3 guys.
Yeah, that's right, 3 guys. It was written...
It's not Five Nights at Freddy's. Come on.
It's not... Dust and Elysian Tale was made by one guy? Mm-hmm. That was one guy that made that game.
That was impressive.
That is...
I thought he hired an artist for some parts.
I think he hired a musician for the music. That was it. Fez was made by one guy.
That's not that hard to believe.
That game was
I hate
nuts.
Fez, though.
I
hate it.
You don't understand it.
No, it's because that whole turn thing messes with my sense of stability. Like, I can't figure... Like, when I turn, I get completely, like...
You don't have a reference point.
Yeah, like, I just completely lose everything. I'm just like, what happened? That's why, like, certain games where you have to, like, turn... Like, that's why I'm, like, so iffy on the Wii U, because half of it's, like, use the motion control to do stuff. I'm like, this is going to just make me vomit.
There's literally only 2 games that I've noticed use that.
I'm
guessing... Wonderful 101...
Smash Bros.
No.
Can you imagine if, like, that was the power of that guy? He can just shake the controller and the screen bounces.
Like, Zombie U was the other one.
Zombie U looks like a fun game, though.
I know Mario 3D World does it, but it's the same image that's on the screen. You're just tapping stuff.
Yeah. Can we just talk about how we both want to finish that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with us?
After 51 hours, I still say we should break the GTA one. I feel like that one would get us a lot of press. Like,
yeah,
we had like constant 70 people watching that.
Yeah, like
that was almost as much as our thing. Plus, can you imagine just constant Lamar? All the way through. No
so
breaks.
will we just do GTA 5?
I think personally, if we did everything we could in GTA 5, I feel like that would hit the 50-hour mark.
I think if I didn't know that story mode like the back of my hand, I'd agree with you.
I know, but to be fair, 4 is also good, and 4 is on the Xbox One now.
Yeah, like we could do 4 and all of its DLC and the story mode.
Well, you have to remember, after we do all of 5, all of the strangers and freaks, all of the fun side missions.
Yeah, like once you do all the fun sides and then the main missions, that's like 30 hours.
Yeah, and then we have 20 more.
And then we have 20 more to burn, which is which you could get that done by just playing GTA 4 story.
Yeah.
Which
that's why I'm just like that would be plus. Then we wouldn't have that heart attack we had last time.
Yeah, because then we'd be on the Xbox.
Yeah, like personally, like I was gonna walk home. I wouldn't even care. I would have
walked to Sun Valley.
Yep, I would have just. This is the entire walk, just flipping off the sky, just in boxers. Wouldn't have cared.
Oh god.
Police would have pulled me over, thought I was crazy. They'd be like, "You okay, sir?" I'd be like, "I'm mad at society." Did you know kumquats are the only fruit on the planet with 2 ends?
You turn into Parker?
Yep.
That's what... So, I finished Tales from the Borderlands. It's one of my favorite games. It has tons of great pop culture references. It is my best...
Hipsters approve.
It is the best story of the year. Besides, like, maybe Undertale and Bloodborne.
No.
And it's easily the funniest game of the year.
The funniest.
It is the funniest game of the year.
The funniest game of the year.
I thought it was funnier than Undertale.
Ha ha funny or funny?
Like ha ha funny.
Like a clown.
Yes.
Is it funny like a clown?
Like
Ronson?
you. It is funny like you fucking clown. I put some time.
Ronson, did you used to blow bubbles when you were a kid?
Oh my god. I played the new Call of Duty.
Why just quit my question?
I played the new Call of Duty.
It's actually in my hand right now.
It was good. Like, it's what you would expect. I don't think it's as good as Black Ops 2, but I think it's a lot better than Advanced Warfare or Ghost.
Did you play the story at all?
No.
Good man.
I literally, like, it's because it was installing and I jumped into multiplayer.
That makes sense.
But I do intend to play... I played through the campaign of all those games.
The campaigns... It's the same campaign since Call of Duty Warzone.
It's a 5-hour, like, action movie, like, just
It's a 5-hour, I'm gonna drop you on this beach, get to this house, save this guy. Alright, you're gonna assassinate this person. Alright, this building this building is burning on fire, there's snipers across the way.
I will
Don't stand in the light.
I agree with you for the Infinity Ward ones. Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare and Ghosts. Black Ops gets fucking weird and crazy.
Does it?
Yeah, like, you're in these flying suits, and you have, like, you're in jets. And, like, it gets weird. Like, it gets super weird and nuts. I appreciate, like, the first Black Ops was a very flawed game, but I liked that it was willing to, like, take chances with Call of Duty. And that's kind of what I always liked about the Treyarch Call of Duties, is, like, Infinity Ward is playing it as safe as can be. Sledgehammer is pretty close to that. Treyarch is, let's get weird.
Treyarch's just like, balls to the wall every time.
JFK, Fidel Castro Zombies mode.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I
That
like.
sounds like a good idea. What? President Lincoln and Stalin.
That you just thought of the best DLC ever. There we go. They were the first.
7 years ago, I kicked your ass.
They were the first ones to do zombies. Like, granted, it wasn't like, I don't think that mode is as good as Left 4 Dead, but I still enjoy it.
I mean, Stalin still had one of the best strategies ever. Let's set machine guns up in these houses, fire them off occasionally, and keep these men trapped in a snowstorm fighting invisible enemies until they die.
To be fair, Stalin also had the best way to, like, so you know how Stalingrad was captured, right?
Yeah.
Like, Nazis had that, like, the Nazis had that place, the Russians had to recapture it, and what they did is they just kept throwing bodies at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the humans were ants. It was just like, throw more corpses!
Didn't they catapult them in?
No, that was not a thing.
I thought that's one thing I heard. I was like, that sounds sketchy, but I could see them doing it.
So here's a really good story, and this is actually why I liked the first two Call of Duty so much, because they were historically accurate. The first Call of Duty on the PC is historically accurate, especially to the Russian campaign. And so one thing that Russians would do is they never had enough supplies. Yeah. They had a lot of men, never enough supplies. So what they would do is they would send one guy in with a gun and another guy in with ammo, and then say charge the hill. And if you you would just have to find a gun or ammo off the corpse of someone.
So either you had the ammo or you had a gun.
Yes.
You didn't have both.
Rarely.
Unless you were a super soldier, you didn't get both.
Yeah, and if you were a deserter, they would shoot you the second that you tried to leave the battlefield.
Like the second they saw you?
Yeah.
What if they didn't see you?
Well, then you fucking got away, I guess.
Yeah! Victory.
But the Russians had a lot of badasses in World War II. I forgot if this one was World War I or World War II, but there was a Russian who just straight up went into the trees of their like local area and just spent like 6 months killing Nazis, just sniping them.
World War One.
Yeah, that was World War I.
I remember that. Because I was just like, that is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Tarzan with basically a sniper in the trees.
Yeah, like, it took them, like, months to kill that guy, and he was, like, I believe their name was the White Death, and I know there was a female version of it, too.
It's like the White Death and the White Plague, I believe their names were.
I don't know, I'm gonna look into this.
But they like, after, like, 7 months, they killed him. He killed, like, hundreds and hundreds of Nazis.
Yeah, like...
I mean, think about this. You have no light. You have nothing, like, you're in camo. You're just in a tree with a sniper with, like, a bunch of buckets of ammo.
I'm gonna look into this. It was a woman. I believe it was a woman. That made sense. That name?
Can you say it?
Not even close. Not even close.
Vladimir Pavlichiko?
Let's see. She was one of 2,000 female snipers in the Red Army. About 500 survived the war. She made her first 2 kills as a sniper with a semi-automatic sniper. Let's see.
There's got to be an interesting facts section. Come on, yeah. We don't really want to know all about her.
Let's see.
What was her shoe size? Does she have big gloves?
Let's see. Okay, so she wasn't the one that hung out in the trees, but during World War II, she had 309 confirmed kills, 36 enemy snipers.
Damn.
Not the one I'm thinking of.
But nice KD.
Nice, yeah. 309 to 1. Let's see. Doctrine. Yeah, Russian... Oh my god.
In real life, if you go out with a positive KD spread, you're a monster.
Right. If you break even, you're not too bad. Let's see.
Most people have a negative one when they die. That's pretty good.
I'm trying to remember who this guy was. Like, I remember the female snipers list, but I cannot remember the...
Oh, look it up for another one.
Yeah, like...
It's just you Googling this makes...
It's driving me nuts, though. That's the thing. Like, it is driving me nuts. Whatever.
Yeah, you'll take a nap and remember.
I'll take a nap and remember. Just like, it was this guy!
It was Yankovic! Like, you'll just have a dream and names will be popping up.
Yeah, so... That Call of Duty, though, it's a lot more of the same. With some cool sci-fi stuff. Like, last night I got killed by robotic bees.
Nice. Not a bow and arrow?
No. There is an exploding bow and arrow.
Wow, that's my weapon of choice.
I really like...
gravity spikes.
Those were also cool.
You can't die, actually, when you're in the middle of putting them down. You're briefly invincible. Yep. That's why so many people, like, jump off roofs.
Yeah, that game has balancing issues.
I still wish there was a mod to make that confetti. If you kill someone, it's like a griff kill. Just random.
All right, ladies and gents, you play anything else, or is that it on my front?
It's mainly Heroes, which I'm probably gonna play more of tonight.
Yeah, lots more Heroes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week with more of the GameKraft GameKast on the GamerAccess.com. You can find us on Facebook.com by looking up the Gamer Access. You can find us on Twitter by looking up @the Gamer Access, and Twitch.tv/the Gamer Access, where we stream on... Well, Ray and I stream personally on Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. Nick and John do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And Tori will typically do a Monday and Tuesday. So there's plenty of people streaming, lots of good stuff. There's a donation button that if you feel we are worth anything at all, any little tiny amount of cash.
Even if you want to just give us $1.
Yes, we would appreciate it. It all goes to things like travel to CES, E3, PAX, so we can report on fun stuff, or so we can buy equipment such as capture cards. And if all of that is taken care of, it makes it so we don't die, because we are fleshy creatures of meat and need sustenance.
We are a brain, basically controlling a slab of meat.
Yes.
Through a system of spaghetti wires.
Exactly. So please
donate to the Spaghetti Monster's needs.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See you next week,
this
guys.
Has been
Ray Johannesson
and Bronson Fiore. We love you.
Love you guys.